I'm making this video a few seconds after I learned that the world is on the cusp of World War III. But before I listened to that video a minute ago, I was given a challenge. Can I make a viral video advertising the Mechanical Rosary? And I have an hour left. So I decided to pray one Hail Mary, trusting in the grace, and here you see a video of me leaving the door. I'll bring a few points of interest to give you confidence that what we are raising money for will be absolutely the grace for the times of tribulation of the elect to be saved. Thank you for not smoking, reference to a Hollywood film about the evils of nicotinism, and you see three things crossed out. This Mechanical Rosary will usher in the opposites: childfulness, peace, and freedom and true love. Then we're overlooking the swimming pool. There's some lights reflecting to me that speaks to taking a different perspective on the world, a reflection of the protective grace that we need in heavens. The lights are like an airstrip, and of course every primary school child knows about Airstrip 1, Orwell's predictions, how things go totalitarian. And yesterday I saw a robot being guided by a stormtrooper, again speaking to the advent of AI and all the electronics kicking up a notch. In fact, just being an airstrip towards a totalitarian, anti-Catholic end. But this is not the end, this is only the start, and the start is the Mechanical Rosary. I've spent 4 months from 4th of July to 1st of November developing it, and now I ask for your prayers, support and help to kick off the production. And again, grace is showing the answer, which is that it turns out Rosary is the best preparation for Christmas. So pray the Rosary for Christmas, and within the Christmas tide and in Advent prepare for events that will renew the face of the earth by a reflection of heaven, because no longer can the doors to heaven be closed. When churches are closed, masses are not being said, lines to confession are either non-existent or too long, and children are being born, but instead number of vices is multiplied. So I hope that your donation will help to multiply in the right direction. God bless you. Szczęść Boże. And make the best Christmas present of all time, and second best only to what we have in store for you this Christmas, and preparing you for most amazing Easter, Holy Week, Paschal Triduum in 2026. Thank you. Now, the second version of this video is, you heard me saying the first time, a little all over the place, but I think understanding the timing and the message. Some people say that if I were to show this video for it to be viral, they would call me a madman, they would call me stupid, they would call me a thief, they would call me all sorts of names. They will definitely try to call me mentally deranged. They will try to put me on medications. There I will definitely be dealing with deep state agents and actors trying to destroy my means of living. I would be debanked. I would have my emails deleted. I would have people throw bottles at me. I would have people try to argue with me in every public place that I go. I would try people to make me homeless for years and years and years, despite making significant amounts of money. I would have my own family try to rob me during Christmas vigil. Now that's one version of this, and that's something that you can believe. And I congratulate you if you believe that. But I invite you to understand what the mechanical rosary is. It's precisely those instances of grace that come in within split seconds that disprove all these actions, against not me, but against anyone who tries to be a faithful Catholic. And the mechanical rosary is a response to the fact that despite many, many years of trying to be a faithful Catholic, whilst the graces outweigh all the necessary sufferings, we're arriving in a world where holiness may not seem attainable. But that is a wrong conclusion, because God's mercy and grace is reserved for the elect in the final times, and we neither know the day or the time, but we must be prepared. And the best preparation is trusting in God's providence, goodness and love, and to me in my life it has been most revealed through this amazing design of mechanical rosary that I want to be a messenger of, through applying myself best to have it produced to the fullest extent of God's providence. My sincere hope is that you help me with this through praying the rosary for Christmas, making the rosary Christmas present, and in this instance for it to be a donation of what you can afford. Thank you, and God bless you. And keep me in my prayer. Keep me in your prayers, please. Now, the third take on this video is that everything means nothing. Everything is an infinite jest, right? And we can do whatever we want to do. We can tattoo ourselves. We can lie. We can cheat. But it's funny. It's all funny. And I was just at a mass, and the bishop in one breath quotes Woody Allen and then quotes St. Paul. So everything at the end of the day is funny, and this video is funny as well. I don't deny that there's much comic relief. What is the sense of meaning after Monty Python if I'm finding myself in a cube, and I have a latch on a door that it says for your protection. So I'm without any possibility of confirming one way or the other. I could very much be, a James Bond character without, a comedy of sorts. But that's funny, right? We can laugh about that, and if we do, then obviously all the negative energies and all the negative humors will depart from us, and of course the enemies of humor will. I don't know what the response will be, because on one hand they don't want you to laugh, but on the other hand they don't want you to laugh too much, so that the laughter turns into disproving the false theories. But I will reference one thing, which is going through all the sufferings that I described. On one hand, you could say it takes away from the joy of humor, but I can assure you that it is a voluntary exchange, in a sense that the depth of understanding and certainty and assuredness that comes from trying to build the kingdom of Jesus Christ in accordance to the graces of Our Lady. Disqualifies cynicism, vain masonries, and the devil. So the third is most interesting. Another take is, as you can see, if we do everything about humor, and that everything is meaningless, likewise I would not ask for any donations. So in a way, this artful approach to what makes for a viral video or video episodes is what they say, the proof's in the pudding. So now not only did I prove to you that the grace of time is asking for donations to the Mechanical Rosary, but I've also proven to you that the opposite, the evil that Our Lady crushes with her heel upon the snake, wouldn't want you to donate any money to this cause. So I'd like to rest my case, and given the fact that my profession is that of an attorney lawyer, I'm happy to have spoken in the court of public opinion, only because these hopefully are a little bit more just than the ones offered by the state system at the moment. But I hope that the public court is not one of shouting for Barabbas, but one that appreciates the value of the sacrifice of Jesus Christ that is perpetuated in the Mass, and that by taking part in the Christmas Rosary, not only are you allowing for production of mechanical rosary, you are also starting a change in the Church that recognizes that Christmas happens every day, because Christmas is in Mass, because in Mass from the sacrifice of our Lord Jesus Christ is also His glory. I want you to connect Christmas with the apex of the Catholic faith here on earth, which is the Holy Week, the Paschal Triduum. Thank you.